Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your friend, Eagle858 with Gear and Gaming, and today we're going to look at 5 starting tips that everyone should know in Manor Lords. Alright, jumping right in. Number 1, Ox. From my experience, one of the first things you should do is build a second hitching post, and use 30 gold of your starting 50 to purchase an Ox. But Eagle, you mastermind in the medieval, you say, why should I spend 30 gold on a resource I already have? Well, for us to answer that, we have to look at what Ox do. Basically, it hauls timber early in the game, so why just get another beast to haul timber around? Well, this timber is needed for almost every early task. Your logging camp needs one to harvest and collect the timber, while all the construction you'll be doing early is basically timber-based. So one of the first resources you can and need to start producing is planks, which needs an ox to feed the saw pit. So if you're looking to speed up construction, which then allows you to build production buildings quicker so you can get more production in time, while you're doing your best to leverage your small workforce, having an early game ox is well worth the gold. Number 2, berries or trade. Pretty early in the game, you will get a development point when you have 5 burger plots constructed and your town levels up. So while there are a bunch of worthy traits to choose from, I say, based on RNG you get for your land, there are only two traits you should consider. Either the berries trait, which doubles the deposit of berries, or cheaper trade routes, which allows you to set up trade routes for a flat 25 gold, instead of the variable and much more expensive rates that you start with. So how do you know which? Well, basically it'll come down to if your berry deposit is is rich or not. It has one of those crowns on it. You shouldn't take the berry trait since you already have plenty. And normally, if your berry deposit is rich, the fertility of your land is subpar. So you'll need to be trading, and soon, to build up the cash to buy things like barley, which you'll need in the not too distant future to continue your development. So in this case, take the trade route trait and give yourself a leg up to start those routes. Just as an aside, from what I can tell, trade routes are big manpower savers when it comes to your trading post. Obviously, you have to staff it with someone. But when a trade route is established, a trader swings by monthly to trade with your outpost. If you don't have a trade route, then the family assigned there has to transport the goods across the roads. Again, from what I've seen, it seems that the traders can carry more and are far more reliable a source of income since they stick to that once-a-month schedule. Plus, they don't eat up a worker of yours to transport the goods. But back to your trait. So if your berry deposit is not a rich one, generally your fertility will be good, but berries are very useful. For one, they're food. Every one of your villagers likes to eat, and they will like a variety of food for happiness. Secondly, it can be turned into dyes, and dyes are useful in 2 ways. One, they can be used in the manufacture of clothing, which you will need a variety of to level up. But more importantly, early they can be traded for a rather good price. So between being food and a very useful commodity, I say picking up the berries trait is a slam dunk for your first pick. Number 3, bandit camps equal money. We've covered quite a bit, so I'll try and finish up the last few in a relatively quick fashion. Bandit camps suck. They will steal your stuff, but they can be of use to you as well, because as soon as you build a storehouse, you'll get a shipment of weapons. That will be enough to outfit a small amount of spearmen. If you look at the world map and find a bandit camp close, you can rally your troops, move out pretty quickly and cheaply, take out the camp. Depending if there's any bandits hanging around the camp, you may have to fight, but normally your guys should be able to handle those bandits. And once you take out the camp, you can claim the spoils yourself. And all that money, I've seen from around 130 to 170 gold, goes into your treasury. And once you do the first one, you can hire mercenary companies to take out any others that spring up. Mercenaries are cheap enough, and the payout from the camps is high enough that this can be a good moneymaker for you. Number 4, the tab key. Quickest one yet. While looking at your town, hold tab. This pops up an overlay that shows you where your workers are assigned, the construction progress, and status on any of your burger plots, amounts of animals, stables, etc. I played hours without knowing this is there and clicking through each production building trying to remember where I doubled up a worker. Tab will give you a good status of just about everything you need to know in your town at a glance. Number 5, circle your market. This is probably one of the most important but really quick pieces of advice. Build your markets centrally, and then circle your houses facing inward towards it. From my understanding, the burger plots pull what they need from the market. The closer a house is to the market, they get the first call on the resource that's being sold. And the distance is measured from the front of the plot. So to ensure your people are able to get maximum utility out of the market, build your houses as close to the market as possible and facing it. As you grow, make concentric rings out from the original layer. And there you go, 5 tips that will hopefully give you a leg up in your Manor Lords sessions. If it helped you, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. If you think we missed a more important tip, go ahead and leave a comment. Any engagement helps us, and we're trying to grow our channel so we can bring our content to more people. So again, thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good one.